get over there. I'm jumping on with Nervarian for the start. Or Panda Brother.
Starting with the armor here. Armor's one of the pretty strong items still. People still, after all the nerfs, like to make Guardian Angels and multiple Guardian Angels even in a lot of cases. So armor's an okay start. It's not the most sought after, but I don't feel bad starting it anymore.
You can also do red buff,
he
thorn
moved
mail.
chat so we could all see it. Look at him being so nice to all the viewers. Yeah, the thing I'm going to point out in this lobby is that Keen's in it. Keen's, I think, what, number 3 on the ladder right now in NA? So.
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
He dropped down a bit, but he has had multiple accounts in top 5 at the same time before.
Yeah. So I'm kind of initially looking at Keen as like one of the front runners here, but we're just in the PvE rounds, so not too much special going on. He's got a bunch of singles, which is kind of unlucky, but that's life.
So right now, my just favorite start of any early game is always Voids, because I feel like any version of Voids is viable towards the late game too. You can build it into Assassins, you can build it into Sorcerers.
It sets you up so well for Brawlers, especially to find the Cho'Gath later.
Yeah, because you're already running one of the 2 Brawlers in the first place, then yeah, you just hope you find Cho.
Are you a fan of rolling for upgrading the Assassins and Voids to get the, Kassadin, Ghostblade Assassin style?
I have yet to run that comp. I haven't played ranked since Nobles were broken, so I'm out of date on the top tier metagame. So I realized this strat existed yesterday, and I was like, wait, sorry, what are we donkey rolling Kassadin for? And I'm like, oh wow, okay.
It's actually so fun. Yeah, I ran it a couple of times, and you have to check. It's definitely one of the ones where you have to scout.
Okay.
So scouting early on, there's not a lot of comps where you have to scout as early as when you're playing one of these comps where you want to reroll, right, for a lot of low-cost units. But that is definitely one of them. We see here's a Void start. Speak of the devil, he's got quite a few, 2 Kassadins already. If he gets a few more of them, like this is just after PvE rounds, I could definitely see him going deeper into it.
Yeah. And yeah, one of the big things is choosing to level or not. Of course, right now I think he likes his bench, but the more you level up, you lose about multiplicative, about 15% chance of getting 1-drops every level. So if you want to get big Cass and big Kha'Zix, you kind of have to not level. Yeah, very important.
So we can explain, since this is actually, it's a really popular strategy right now, is going with the Void Assassins. It's a strategy where you want to stay low level, as you're saying, so you can get the lower cost units, because a lot of them are 2 costs and 1 costs. And you want to try and save gold up until Krugs. And you roll all your money trying to upgrade as many of the Assassins / Voids / Kassadin as possible. But also, by saving your money early, you get lower health, so you can get early picks on the carousel. Because you have to have the spatula to turn Kassadin into an Assassin to make it work.
Yeah, because you're looking for 6 Assassin in the comp. You're actually looking to find all of them. You're basically playing not Zed, not Katarina, because you're not getting all the ninjas, so you don't want to play Zed and Akali together, and Katarina's the worst standalone assassin.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people make the choice early on of either trying to get Zed up to 3 or, eventually switching over to Akali.
Because you're rolling at 5 anyway, so your chance at Zed's pretty high. Yeah, Zed's super good. Like, realizing that you should play 1 ninja in almost every team comp because the ninja buff is so good was, like, very helpful to my mid game. Usually it's Zed. Zed's the best one by far, but...
I like how the patch notes were pretty on the nose, where multiple patch notes in a row, they're buffing individual ninja champions and the ninja synergy. They're like, hey, we're trying to make it so that you should always feel good about having 1 ninja in your comp.
Yep.
Success.
And then 50 AP on Shen does nothing, and you're like, okay, I guess you can just exist.
Yeah,
so you got stat buffs.
I mean, Kennen is still super popular as well for Kennen's a lot of comps. Also because he's such a good wielder of Morella Nomicon, which did get changed again pretty recently. Let's see here. We got some Rangers, though, starting to build up. When you get the early Ashe there and the Static Shiv, plus another tier, especially one of the interesting things about TFT is, items determine a lot of builds, too.
Yeah.
And Static Shivs and Rangers go so well together.
Those go hand in hand for sure. And he's going to be first pick of the castle right now. He's 93 health right here, so I feel like Adam should almost intentionally lose. Like, I would almost, drop Garen for Mord and Ashe for second vein just to lose, just to get first pick and get a Reeker build. Maybe that's a bit too wishful, but it's a consideration, I feel.
2 Static Shivs?
Yes, you want 3 on Ashe. That's the comp, basically.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really like putting in a Rage Blade too now.
Oh yeah, Rage Blade's so good.
Since they buffed Rage Blade and they also increased the attack speed cap, it's so good on Rangers because when that Ranger buff procs, you get to keep most of it.
Yep.
Én választok elsőnek, milyen itemeim vannak, azt sem tudom.
All right, see what he goes for. He's trying to check the board to scout for everybody else to see if other people are picking up Rangers. But he sees 2 bows.
He's getting the 2 gold bow.
No, 3 cost on the other side. He passed it up.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to risk
It's just
losing it
too
and
far.
the things opening. Yeah, I understand that. It's 1 gold. It's not worth the risk. All right, 2 shivs.
Now, does it feel good to you to be able to hard commit as early as possible, just for like peace of mind? Like, I don't have to make any more choices. I've got 2 static shivs and some Rangers. I'm going Rangers.
I'll play Knights or Guardians, whatever. YOLO.
The amount of games you lose just because you can't keep all the information in the right places and you're trying to keep yourself too open.
Yeah. There's some value in that.
It's funny. I've tried to teach multiple people, new people, the game, and they always just get really frustrated later when they don't know what direction to go into, and they just get overwhelmed with the choices. So oftentimes, when it's as early as this, and you have a pretty clear build path, it can have a calming effect.
I feel like you'd put Darius in over Varus here, though.
He's been going back and forth on this because like the tier 2 is nice. Just to have another tier 2.
I dig Noble.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Having the Knights would also be nice.
Yeah, I don't think Varus is useful because he's not triggering any set bonuses. But this is actually
the only thing about Varus is he's just another unit that can get Ranger buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding Nobles early on. Let's see if it makes the Garen tanky enough to win him the match. Spinning to win.
Hey, he blocked a lot of spells.
Evil.
Yeah, he actually...
not going to deal with Pike, though.
Yeah. Rapid fire Pike. Okay.
The level 2 rapid fire. So there's a belt on there that Calcep has on the Pike, too. You can make a Morello Nomicon early on the Pike, and he'll probably sell it later to get that rapid fire off of it anyways.
Right,
and then
he's got a Rengar. As soon as you have Silver Rengar, you want RFC on that instantly. It's like okay on Z2, but whatever you end up getting. Cool.
Keen number 1. You said you're gonna have your eyes on him.
He win streaks the entire way through. That's only because of player skill.
Yeah, the PvE rounds.
The first few rounds are very skill expressive.
Yeah, I mean, so much of Teamfight Tactics is about how you play the situations that are dealt to you. The early game, trying to get through with the RNG that you've been delivered. And Keen, very good player, but also in this one, set up for success.
Yep.
Let's see what how Adam's going to do in this one. Ash, nice stun.
Adam's actually making very small mistakes here. Like, he sold the 1 copy of Kassadin when he was going to win the round anyway. So you can always wait till the fight's over and sit at 9 gold and just know like what you would sell if you win, what you would sell if you lose. Because, look, he's probably not going gold Kassadin, but why not hold the copy? Because other people want it. There's no downside.
All right, Keen with some early demons. I'd say demons and shapeshifters and assassins are probably the 3 most popular top-end synergies right now.
Yeah.
And so he's grabbing some of them early. He's got 2 of the early good knights upgraded. That's probably what carried him. He's got the level 2 Garen with the Morello Nomicon.
Yeah,
and
that's a great early game.
It's one of the perfect items for Garen, getting that AoE burn and true damage. See what he can get off of Krugs here.
Yeah, so Krug's another funny one. Go ahead, sorry. Yeah, Krug's another one where I talked about selling a unit. Krugs can give you 5 gold about half the time. So you want to know what happens if you get 5 gold and what happens if you don't get 5 gold. And I always want to know earlier rather than later so I can like decide sooner. So it's like, okay, Keen, okay, he's got to sell 2 units, so down goes Vayne.
Yeah, he's not going for a 3-star Vayne. Another needlessly large rod. Interesting. So he's got the Morel Nomicon and the static shivs set up.
Hey, you got the Vayne back.
Yeah, that's the unlucky thing, right? It's like, well, maybe I could have. That always feels bad when you sell copies.
Noble's back in. Nobles is so good early game.
Yeah, they're so strong.
Even after the nerfs, right? You get single buff on somebody.
Yeah, I stopped caring about 3 nobles around level 7. I think level 6 is the last time I care.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll hop out unless I'm getting 6 noble, which he doesn't have a Fiora, so I doubt he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's like, well, I happen to find this unit, so I guess we're nobles for now.
Looks like he's also hoarding some shapeshifters here with the Gnar and Shyvana. Gnar got individual buffs as a champion. He's just incredibly powerful, and with shapeshifters being so prevalent and so strong right now too.
Yeah.
That's a huge one to have on the bench. So we mentioned demons, assassins, and shapeshifters. He's hoarding 2 of the 3.
Yeah, 3 shifter, 2 guardian seems pretty common, and you're basically running all the expensive shifters, right? You're not running Elise, you're not running Dilly, you don't care about Jace, but you're running those 2 down there in Swain. Okay, well I've already got a dragon, so there's Pantheon. Okay, I've already got Pantheon, so here's my second guardian. Cool, now my shifters are tanky enough that they will transform in time. Oh, by the way, my 2 magic immune dragons also have guardian buff on them. It's like, oh, I'm invincible. This is great. And then Swain has double guardian on him, so he survives. And you're just like, it's a really good comp. It works out really well together. You give him a Dragon's Claw and then use Lifesteal tank everything. So that's
Got one
always
around
fun.
here too.
He's win streaking.
He switched out his demons here to be able to get the
Ranger
bonus as well.
Oh, I
playing
guess, yeah, he
Varys
played
instead.
Varys over Aatrox, right?
And Evelyn is another one that's super popular right now. They buffed her ultimate.
Yeah, a couple times, yeah.
A lot of damage, and the new demon bonus is so good for her stacking up. You can see he's playing against an Evelyn that also has the revolver.
Yeah. Because rank 2 Evelyn, let's see, so rank 1 Evelyn does, I believe, 300 damage on execute. Rank 2 is 1,500. So it's like, that's
nuts.
why you can play Tank Eve. Because if you're at 65% health or lower, right, if you're at 2/3 or lower, you take 1,500 damage from rank 2 Eve ult, and you, okay, cool, she full healed, and you're in a good spot.
Yeah. And her charging up her ultimate faster now with the new demons is just so good.
Yeah.
All right, Cowsep, he's another one we know from League of Legends.
Master Yi player.
Master Yi aficionado.
Already 6 assassin though, really early on.
Yeah, I need them all at level 2.
Sadly, he's Katarina, which is, I mean, if you get Katarina mana, it's great, but it's just so hard to get her mana. I guess if you get Spatula, that's probably the thing that's actually really great, right? Is like Demon Katarina is probably great, but it's just so hard to make it happen. He's actually keeping the Pike, by the way, because he's going up to gold, so it's RFC Pike this game, which I know is not the ideal RFC champion, but that's his build.
Yeah, I don't like it because it makes his positioning weird for his stun.
Yeah.
What's he saying? He's talking about though.
He didn't dash.
He didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
His problem is he's 6 assassin, so his entire team cloaks on round start, so his enemies don't move anywhere. So if your opponent's corner stacking, they stay corner stacked until you jump onto them. You've only got like 4 open hexes, so you don't get much damage. It's like fighting wolves. Like, they're kind of free in that regard. So he actually needs a non-assassin for positioning.
Can we have space to go back to our base? We still can't do that? How many patches has it been? So we got a tier, so we want the spatula.
I like it. Checking the items on his side monitor.
Yep.
Yeah, he needs the spatula though. He also has.
Oh, nobody took the spatula, huh?
He's also looking for the demon synergy you're talking about.
Beyblade? All right, Beyblade Katarina.
This frustration is so relatable.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
no one
yeah.
took the item I needed? Oh, great. And then the person who gets freed on the side.
You're in third.
There's a 4-cost spatula.
Oh, yeah, that's
Super high value there.
heartbreak.
I got cucked on every round.
You found a Cho'Gath.
Classic Cowsep. He's super famous, by the way, for complaining about the Alpha Strike. His I Was in Alpha YouTube video, you could go look that up.
kinda wanna
Definitely
swap
one of the
out
biggest highlights
Zed.
from his
The
stream.
reason why I want to swap out Zed here is he's not 2-star, and I need a unit to pull aggro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's talking
talking about what you're talking about. You want to backline and non-assassin
Need a unit to pull aggro.
so the enemies will walk out of the corner.
Yeah.
Still though, I was talking to a
see if
lot
I
of
get
the
cucked
Challenger
by
players right now
my
because I'm friends with like Saint and
Oh, yeah.
Dean and even Claky D who
Right,
works
yep,
with us.
yep.
And they're talking about how even right now it's still RNG about decornering a lot of comps because of the order of operations
Okay.
of your, like, let's say Rangers, for example, right? If everybody's all stacked up in the corner and your Rangers get to move first, basically there's an order of operations even for the individual champions on your team. If there's no spaces, they can't move, they stay in the corner.
So
then
Ash
your
sits
melees,
still.
yeah.
Oh,
But if
right.
your melees move first, then they move out, they create space for the Rangers and they decorner themselves.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if the game knew that everything could move at the same time, or if it. That makes sense. Then it orders them 1 through 35, like it's Dungeons and Dragons or something, and on initiative you walk
Yeah.
forward.
You take your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I just didn't know how they'd coded it. Because I've definitely seen fights where like my Ashe like walks in a melee range of some Sejuani because she wasn't in range yet, so she walked forward.
Yeah, those are the reasons why fights will go different ways, vastly different ways.
Even if the same locations.
Yeah, exactly. Even in the same matchup going again.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of roles for the individual champions and the pieces about not only their attacks. Oh my God, that
Yeah,
Kennen
it's actually
ultimate!
perfect.
Oh, Dark Hydra
That-
with the God Kennen ultimate.
I mean, this is basically Solus comp, right? This is GA Morello's Kennen in the front line with the 2 other Yordle Sorks, and then you usually run Morgana as your other Sork because it turns on Demon, which is very valuable.
Yeah, Solus. That's a comp that originally rose to power with the old demons, especially when Aatrox was extremely powerful. Some would say overpowered.
Yeah, I think he's
actually,
back to
everyone
great.
would say
Yes,
overpowered.
Yes, Aatrox is overpowered. I think he's still very good.
Let's see here. What's he looking for off this? Scouting around to see what he's working against. Rangers are still fairly common, I feel like.
Yeah, they're still around quite a bit. They got buff, which helps.
Yeah, exactly. They got some meaningful buffs, actually.
Kobe, do you ever position for Wolves anymore? Or are you always level 6 and it's free?
I have actually never lost a round to Wolves ever in the game. Playing TFT.
Okay.
And there have definitely been some close calls though. But you're right. I still position for them. You know, I put tankier people on the left corner there because the Wolves will always jump completely opposite.
Yep.
Is that a GA he just got?
Yep.
Oh baby.
Yeah,
a full
ever since-
item.
Feels good.
Yeah, they added you can get full items from the creep
I would
rounds.
drop Veigar for Karthus here until you find third Veigar, because you already have Yordles on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's level 1, so
Yep.
just pop him in. This is a really good comp for him to be set up to have multiple GAs with too, because you can put your other GA on, Morgana or Aatrox or whatever Sejuani or something, big CC unit that you want on the front. GAs are extremely popular items still in high level play because you put them on frontliners, and even if they die, they save all the mana that they built up by taking that damage. Pop back up, and you get that big ult off.
Basically guaranteed to ult. And now that it cleanses debuffs, it's like really good with redemptions. You GA redemption to frontliner. They get healed while
1v1
reviving.
with the GA.
I guess she wins it. Oh wait,
No,
it's
Kha'Zix can
instant Q.
one-shot.
It's instant Q.
Kha'Zix. No. How much HP?
38, I think. It was one hit.
Whew. Dark Hydra a little bit peeved after that one.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean it kills his win streak, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I still want to drop Veigar, but it's such a minor thing. Probably wouldn't have changed that fight very much, but yeah, you're level 7. I think you're generally happy with this comp. You hit a Karthus, so you just want to find the last 2. Give him Titanic.
He just sold his Lysandras. This is a weird mistake I've made multiple times, putting a tier 2 Lysandra in the leftmost spot on my bench, and then accidentally putting items on her as I'm moving items around on my board.
Ouch. Yeah, that one's rough. I've done an accidental items thing once, and I was like, okay, that's my fault.
No, yeah, it's definitely my fault, but it's very tilting.
Yeah, it's rough stuff.
That Kennen.
That Kennen's hard carrying. That Kennen's 1v9 like every fight.
Yeah, Keen is super.
3900.
Super big Kennen lover as well. He calls it the NA Kennen because he spammed it with the GA Morello Namakawa front line.
By the way, we're going to show you guys just a little bit of an update of the other lobbies that are happening right now. This is one of the other ones with Wicked and Jacob and Hyped up on top right now. Things look pretty standard curve there. No one getting bombed out. A few people having a pretty good game.
Yeah.
So we can look over at
Good to
the other
know.
lobbies. There's lobby 2, Super JJ.
Win streaking.
The damage.
Oh, this is a pretty stacked lobby.
Yeah.
Tabs in here, Solus in here.
Kibler.
Yeah, Kibler is a really good card player. He hasn't played as much TFT as those other guys we were mentioning, I don't think.
You're on lobby 4.
That's a nice poppy ult.
Breaking up on top as well. We'll keep you guys updated with those lobbies.
Delicious Milk 92, 23x59 is former rank 1.
Yeah, Delicious Milk, by the way, right now is 1 and 3. He has 2 accounts.
Yeah. He actually he fell to number 4 like in between when you looked up when I looked it up. He's like 3 LP behind third now on that account, so someone passed him. But yeah, like there's a lot of like absolute top end players in these lobbies.
Dark Hydra just loses another really close 1v1 with the GA.
Ooh. Okay, that's a recurve Panth. Everyone wants that.
Adam's about to get kicked out.
Wait, yeah, this is actually. All right, gets the Pantheon though. That can save you. The champ's very good. I don't know if he has Leon or not, though.
Yeah, let's get a look in at his board. He's got, he was running the Rangers, so let's see if he can actually put in Guardians. I think for me, it's ideal not to do Night Rangers, which is one of the early game transitions that a lot of people use to get there, but it transition almost always into Ranger Guardians because you also want a couple of the other, smaller synergies to be able to pop in there.
Yeah.
Is Phantom not worth?
Oh, Phantom is definitely worth.
If he's level 2 Sejuani, you keep it. But okay, cool. He had Braum.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is ideal. Like, yeah, you sell that forever. Sejuani at some point, like Sejuani probably comes in at 8, especially if he's level 2.
Yeah.
Like 2 Knight is fine because you're probably Sejuani and Mordekaiser. Just because those are both, like one's Phantom and one is Sejuani. She's just amazing.
Yeah. A lot of people end up throwing in a Karthus if they get it and having extra magic damage with the Rangers. Well, yeah, he sells. Sejuani?
Wait, why did he sell Sejuani before rerolling then? That's a little silly. I think he actually always keeps Sejuani.
Well, she came back. That's the same one right there.
All right, that's the same one. Yeah, he wouldn't have hit it otherwise.
That's what you always have to tell yourself.
Yeah.
Can't get away from me.
Yeah.
He's feeling pretty good after the Pantheon pickup here.
Yeah.
It looks so much better. This is what we were talking about. 4 Rangers with the 2 Guardians and the Phantom.
Yeah, this is basically the comp. Just Sejuani at 8, and that's 90% of the comp here.
All right, rally cap on. 9 health rally.
9 health rally.
This is the stabilization.
Yep. If you here, if I would win, I would just sell the Vayne because I'm not getting gold Vayne at level 7. Mm-hmm. But he's rolling to get Kindred, which I think is fine. When you're at 7 health, I think it's okay. So now you have to okay. I understand it though. He's trying to not die instantly. So you can roll. Okay. Whatever. The pacing, the order operation is a little bit wrong here, but it doesn't really matter. Like you should be holding the 4-drops when you're re-rolling so that you have them soaking up the opportunities.
Yeah, basically the pool is static, so if you hold 4 costs on your bench, it blocks them from coming up again and slightly increases your chances of getting the 4-drop that you want.
Yeah. And it's very small. It's like 1% total because there's like 100 copies of any given
He's going to take down Keen, though.
All right, that's good.
He lives. Keen has 30 gold stacked up, though. Well, he's hyped after that one.
Hey, he's not last. He's up $50. Every position up from 8th to $25 more, and then jumping from 4 to 3rd is plus 50, and jumping from 2nd to 1st is plus 100. So basically, the jump to 3rd, the jump to 1st are the most important ones, but everything is otherwise quite useful. So now we're still on him. He's looking for the 1 copy of Kindred. Reroll first. He's trolling. It doesn't matter much. Again, it's very, very minor. Yeah. Now it's correct to not roll because you can never afford the new unit.
All right, what's he gonna get here? He wants items off every single chicken.
Force of nature. The odds of that are incredibly low. As far as I know, I think spatulas are.
All right.
Titanic Ash.
I'm not feeling the Titanic on anyone. And he's.
Warmogs's not garbage, I guess.
I think that's the best use of the
RFC Pantheon?
I think it's the best use of the belts for this comp.
I actually don't hate RFC Pantheon, to be honest. Might be Titanic Panther, just fine too. He's 1,000 base health.
All right, Sean's former League of Legends player
you got 4 seconds. Put in a unit, buddy.
Coach.
Put in a unit. You're level 8.
It'll put one in.
I know, but doing it on accident makes you always feel stupid.
So I always put my best stuff on the left.
Oh, that's funny. I know. Yeah, I know it's wrong.
I know there's a lot of people that put stuff they want to keep on the right, but I put my best things on the left just because if I forget,
it's for that reason.
It'll put my best thing in. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I think you were correct. That's actually the way to play it, but I can't force myself to do it because I'll buy random crap put on the left. Oh, he's locking for Pantheon, I think.
That's how I made that Lysandra mistake, because she was the only tier 2 I had on the bench. I was like, okay, cool, this will be the one.
Oh, for the Draven.
And she's tier 2, so she's bigger, so she takes up more space, and you accidentally clicked on her.
In the way.
Yeah.
She's so tall.
All right, Sean's.
It's got the double GAs, Swain, Draven, Imperials.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about the Draven right now, but he needs one more Draven.
Yeah.
He's got Draven with Blade Masters
top
plus
5, je pense.
single Imperial.
Oh, that is a
J'ai
really
pas
giant
level
pike.
2, j'ai pas,
He's up against
j'ai pas
Cowstep's
vraiment-
gold pike now.
That was our rapid fire pike we were looking
Yeah.
at before.
I was gonna sell it. Nope.
Perdu dans le gardien.
2.5 second stun.
Infinity Edge crits coming through. With the new assassins getting extra crit chance too.
Yeah.
Infinity Edge is a pretty big damage boost.
Yeah, it's actually keeps on par
Il y a un
with
round de plus pour
now
Arcade. On est top
other
5.
crit options, which is good.
C'est pas de
Like
bol,
b-
j'ai Kane,
before,
je pense
and this
que
was
ça
a
comeback
misconception I saw from the internet.
c'est un peu late,
It's
c'est
like,
un jeu
oh, well,
late.
IE is really good on assassins. Like, no, it's not. They already have crit damage. It's actually not useful at all. And now it's actually good, which is a good thing. He's found 2 Pantheons. I don't blame him for not taking them. He didn't have space for them at the time.
No.
Fuck.
But I mean, like, I guess you can drop Lucian, Poppy, or Lucian and any of the Blade Master, really.
Léona et Lucian en attente.
Like, Hush GP is fine. Like, I get, like, that's why he's playing Lucian, is GP can attack, like, 4 things at once, which is cool, but...
Mais je peux rien vendre ici. Et Darius me rapporte pas assez de gold. Heureusement que c'est une illu, on prend
He
pas
got
les dégâts.
Ghost Board.
Il joue quoi,
Ghost Boards,
Darkade,
not the big reward they used to be.
Yeah, they're... so they're full power, but the player doesn't do full damage.
Yeah.
You actually take less PvP damage from losing to it. You only
Yeah.
take guaranteed 1, and not based on
He's gonna lose
stage.
anyway though. He's going down. I think that's enough damage.
14? It might be. It's close.
Oh, not enough.
Okay.
On était out.
You only took 8. That seemed low.
Yeah.
donner un petit espoir.
I mean, you're talking about you don't get the guaranteed Poro damage or
Yeah.
little
It's-
legend
yeah, yeah,
damage.
yeah,
J'ai
yeah.
même pas un arc. Ouais, ça-
River Sprite.
All right.
Alors là,
Deny the Pantheon?
je ma queue.
The spatula?
Je ma queue.
I don't know if he's a good spatula unit, though. I actually don't know. I know he has a Recurvo sitting on Draven.
Pas de
So
Kayle, pas
this will be
d'arc.
Rage Blade.
Double Rage
je
Blades.
pense
He already
que je
has
peux pas faire
one. I like Rapid Fire better.
Après, peut-être qu'une autre BF.
I didn't see if there were any bows. I don't think there's any
seem to be
bows.
one
Yeah.
left. No.
Peut-être sur Gangplank.
PD's not terrible because there are assassin
Ouais,
players.
c'est-
One of them is
c'est là,
RC
parce que-
Pike. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna it's gonna pierce dodge, but or he's doing Locket Swain.
All right, hit the Draven. Oh, there one. There he is. Whew.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's actually a really big deal. He actually just bypassed the Darius. There was one and he missed it, but it's pretty minor.
C'est terrible.
I guess he's still hoping the doubles might happen. He's just Kale away, right?
Yeah.
On va se faire
So that-
allumer
that's
par
probably
les
not terrible.
assassins derrière. C'est terrible.
You'd be 6 noble
Ouais.
Swain Draven, I guess.
C'est ça, noble. Mais qui
Yeah,
that feels awkward.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or you keep in a Blade Master instead of the Swain to have the 3 Blade Masters with a Fiora.
But is
Oh,
it,
right,
Is
yeah.
it okay with 4 tier 1 nobles?
J'ai pas touché.
I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't switch this comp out unless I got the rest of them upgraded.
Il a trop de dégâts.
Because yeah, I
Oh, it
would.
doesn't matter. He's going down.
Goodbye. Au revoir.
Putain, j'ai fait top.
We thought the 2-star stabilization was it, but
Look, he got
Okay.
4
No,
colors.
that's 4
Good.
though. All right, so yeah,
on
getting
est
up to
déjà
third
top
is the
3,
big
c'est
hit there. It's worth twice as much as any other level up up to this point. So big upgrade here for these
Oh my
players.
goodness.
Gold Zed.
and we're locket stacking again.
And Cowstep already lost. Like this is Cowstep also had gold assassins. Cowstep got all the pikes. This guy got all the Zeds.
I mean, so this is the comp I was talking about at the very beginning of this round. This
Yeah.
is the hard roll for Void Assassins.
Yeah.
It's much better than the assassins that Cowstep had.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
your 3-star pike does something, but
Yep.
the true damage and the mana burn from Kassadin, you can see he also puts a Dragon Claw in there.
Yeah.
Makes it really hard to kill, and the mana denial is super good.
And he's waiting for a BF sword to make Kassadin an assassin himself, and then he's going to be in a really good spot. Or anyone. It doesn't have to be a Kassadin, but it often is because he's a ninja or because he's a Void.
Keen's the one on the winning streak, though. Is it about to be broken?
This Leona is going to die.
Dark Hydra is going to break Keen's win streak. That's important to try and stop the econ income.
Yeah. Okay, Zeke's is pretty solid. So we're... What's Keen here? Keen is Ash just to be glacial.
Yeah, he's got the Elementalist going with the Kennen, Brand, and Anivia.
Yeah.
Decent amount of Glacials there for Ash. Even
Yep.
without Ranger, it's pretty good, right? You know,
Ash
he
has very good
static
stats.
shiv and good base attack speed, so
Yep.
there's a lot of stuns he can put out.
Yeah, I don't think I play Ash by herself often enough. I think Ash is actually very good overall. So she's 4th glacial. He's not close to Sorks. Yeah, he's actually 0 Sorks, so it's not like really a reason to pick up the Morgana or anything.
Yeah, he's running a very tanky composition. with the extra golem as well as the guardian buffs. I like this Starks. Let's see if he changes his positioning too much. Because clumping is actually really good with this setup, so I don't think he's going to get everybody in a line to have full effectiveness of the Starks.
Yeah,
But you don't need to.
Yeah, you can put it on Ashe and give Brand more attack speed.
People focus a little bit too much sometimes on trying to get full effectiveness out of it and just messing up their positioning so hard to get everybody in a line for the fervor.
Yep.
Anivia 2, so big though. He just hit it.
Yeah, it's actually because it's 70% attack speed slow, which is incredibly large. So let's see if people are gonna stand in a good spot. Okay, Aurelion Soul's gonna have a very good aim. He's gonna aim at Anivia and hit most of the army.
This cannon
was okay. Okay, other side of the matchup now. Oh no, this is a different lobby.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still Keen.
This is Dark Hydra versus JPL.
Yeah.
Level 3 Kassadin and Kha'Zix combo, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Locket stacking is kind of back as well. I've been seeing a couple players go lots of Lockets on usually Assassin comps because they actually play a full line in the back row.
Yeah. And even though it times out, you get a lot of effectiveness out of it in the first 4 seconds. So
it's 6 now, so it actually lives long enough that you actually get value.
Super sweet.
Yeah. That was a pretty good item buff. I like that.
Him now.
It was like the right amount.
His little change there where he moved the Aurelion Soul to the inside is because of the Assassin player. And he's like, I'll just sacrifice Veigar. Veigar's got dodge also. You need the A-Soul not to get attacked. Yeah, and so we can see if they go on the Veigar and if A-Soul gets a little bit of extra time to get those attacks off. It's Demon A-Soul too, by the way.
Yeah, he has really good mana generation.
Not good. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, though. These level 3 Assassins.
Yeah. That's a
good
cannon stun. That is
my goodness. Bonus for that cannon.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
He's working overtime. The Morello's cannon getting the full board in the ultimate.
Oh my.
Actually insane. All right, the cannon has also got the double stack guardian buff on it with this position.
Oh yeah,
so
right.
It's super tanky.
Yeah, super buff cannon. He doesn't have the super buff on Aurelion Soul. There's actually no other unit getting double guardian right now, but.
We're fighting him now.
All right, so he's worried about the Sejuani ultimate with the big AoE stun from Keen because that demon means Sejuani goes off really fast.
Yeah, plus 40 mana. It takes like 10 mana for them to go off or something like that, or 60, I think.
Yeah, I mean, plus he has the extra generation from Brand Demon actual passive on it.
Yeah.
Positioning.
He's at, I think his opponent's at 3 Demon.
All right, it goes off. It's gonna get a big stun. A-Soul's in it too. That's pretty bad for him.
Second ult's coming out right now for Sedge.
Oh, he's going down. Keen's gonna get the. It's not gonna be enough to kill him.
Dead.
It's not gonna kill him. But it is a big hit.
Carry Brand is so good. You don't even need Sorks. Brand himself is just great.
This guy.
Yeah, Keen's got him really stacked too.
Yeah. Yeah. The way to math out Demon buff, by the way, is it's on average 6 mana on hit per rank of Demon buff. So 6, 12, 18, 2, 4, 6. And a champion like Brand gets 20 mana per auto automatically. So if you're, let's say, 6 Demon, you get roughly double mana generation, which is pretty good. That's essentially 100 AP. Because you're doing twice as much spell damage, you're casting twice as many spells.
Champions like Brand, what you're referring to, the Elementalist and Sorcerer buffs.
Yeah, the high-level ones who get 20 per hit.
Yeah.
No, now I'm phasing him too.
Yeah, so Brand, Aurelion Soul, Karthus, those kind of people. But meanwhile, if you're like Pantheon and you only get 10 mana per hit, it's even better to be Demon, because now you're getting 10 plus 18, not 20 plus 18. But it's like a really big difference. That's why like 4 Demon and Aatrox casts 1,000,000 spells, because he doesn't have that much max mana, but getting like 45 mana on a swing is like incredibly valuable.
Can't even make any changes here. Hoarding the Nars to possibly. What's he even looking at changing?
Maybe Poppy? Even the Gnar matters against him.
You could drop Poppy. You already have Yordles.
Poppy's so good, but.
He's the Lulu got the ult off.
There's not a good. Yeah, so we'll see if Keen can position in a way that gets him away from the assassins and gets the spells off in time.
Sorcerer on Pyke is actually really cool too. Getting the
double mana on autos.
Yeah.
All right, so this clumped pretty well because Brand will get at least 1 spell off. This is a big stun though. I'm mostly watching Brand because Brand is how this fight goes well. Kassadin's almost invincible. Okay, it's getting pretty close. They're actually working it down.
The Brand ultimate actually dunking here.
Well, he did 10,000 damage. Yeah.
Death Cap and Morello's Brand
and Rage Blade.
That was insane.
3 ults.
All right. That is Keen with the win in lobby number 1. I believe we have some other lobbies still going.
So that is Demon Elementalist with Heavy Glacial. Right, it was 4 Glacial, 3 Demon Elementalists, something like that.
No, just do nothing.
So jump over here to another line. So there's 5 players alive.
Oh, big hit!
Super JJ's almost dead.
Super JJ and GNGG were both in our previous TFT tournament as well.
Wow, that was two big shows. We're back to 6 Assassin, 3 Void.
Oh, can we get the biggest of Chos?
Oh, it's Assassin Show also,
He's
by
going
the way.
for the level 3 Assassin Cho. Solus has 2 of them at least.
So yeah, there's 2 people in this lobby running basically the same comp. This one is Big Cass, the other one's Big Cho though.
Yeah.
Super JJ got another 2-star Cho. So that's like most copies of Cho got taken already. That's at least 12.
This one's semi-Rengar carry too with the BF sword.
Wait, so all 3 players, there's 3 of the 4 players have a Cho'Gath on their board.
Yeah.
Makes 3-star.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was talking about Voids at the very beginning. They're really good early. They transition well into these late game comps also.
And especially with Guardians being popular and Dragon's Claw being popular, it's like, oh, well, the most common comps have magic or physical immunity. Well, if I pierce that, I'm really good. So it's even a good metagame call, even outside of the outright power level of the units.
He blasts Super JJ out of the lobby with that one.
Yeah, he already had 5 HP, so he's gone. So again, top 3 is a big upgrade. It's plus $50, which is really good.
All right, Solus point of view. He has the extra attack speed with the Fervor. His Kassadin is corner positioned. He's trying to get.
RC cards, I have to take it from them. Probably setting up Kavi.
Double Frozen Heart Pike.
I'm setting up. Yeah, probably setting Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix out. This guy's really strong.
He gave up on going for the level 3 Kha'Zix, he said.
Only my Kassadin could Cho.
His Kassadin is all the hopes.
Nope.
Or is this roll down time?
We're gonna level up.
52 gold, 13 health.
The IE.
Yeah, you probably need to spend. I mean, everyone's at 30 health or less. Like, you're not econing for much more. You're on a one-on-one by the time you're at Rift Herald, probably.
Could have had an IE. I could take the Cho, but no. I want Sword Divine on Kassadin. Am I 3rd?
All right, so we're looking at, what, 1 copy of Cho'Gath? He's gonna level up first.
Oh no.
That's unlucky.
No. Please say
You
it's
didn't
not
want
so.
that.
Okay.
Pretty corner. And the
Oh, banger of a song.
I missed the Nar. Fuck. I'm trying to find Hex
And the
Tag.
video point in the corner and everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
It's a great.
Take out Nar and
Dragosta Dinte
Yeah.
is the name of the song, by the way. It's Romanian.
Max Tag.
So good.
It's the only way I can beat him.
Looks like his Kassadin is carrying this time around.
Yeah.
Ghost board.
Please?
Meanwhile,
It's me.
Hajduk.
Let's hope.
I'm so glad we both know the song.
It's still hope.
Solus on his stream also plays a lot of K-pop songs. If you like that too.
Okay.
K-pop is
I joined in and watched a bunch of him after the patch where he created the Solus comp.
Right, yeah.
With demons and stuff, and he created Discord, and he has a whole, trying to get a whole community together.
That's fun.
1 HP.
He's holding on.
He's the lone non-void assassin player trying to make out here in this tough world
In a Void Assassin world.
with his rangers slash elementalists.
What is going on with these 3 players at the bottom who are not playing TFT?
I think it's just letting us know how close to the lobby we are, I guess.
Maybe?
Yeah. All right, Frozen Heart jump over.
All right. Rengar has no range. He's like not doing the best. Good Gnarl.
Yeah.
And Brand's safe back there. I think.
The Rengar though.
Oh yeah.
Carry Rengar. Oh.
Oh, just instant one-shot set. Yeah, he's dead. It's over. Rengar's just too invincible.
Third place, I'll take it.
Yeah, honorable
you
third
take
place.
that. You take that with
What do
pride.
you get?
Absolutely.
You got Guinsu.
So GNGG and Solus.
Guinsu on who though?
Yeah, there we
no
go.
more, no more.
That's all I wanted.
I need Vi. Vi's father. I need
That
father for my
glacial
joke.
is that's a
Oh,
pretty.
he's looking for Vi for
Vi 3 cost, high chance of getting Vi.
better swap there for
Because Camille doesn't do anything
Camille.
to me.
Right,
I need
yeah.
because
Vi.
it's gonna give you extra HP.
So extra health.
Yeah, so you get a brawler instead, which is good.
As he's saying the exact same things that we're saying.
I know.
Smart man. I love that Hextech turning off the dragon item too. I've seen so many people die to the late game dragons.
Oh right, yeah, with a good item, they pop off.
All right, glacial.
Vi?
So
Not
Pretty
not
useful.
ideal. He found the Vi.
I mean,
What's he looking for? He's not looking for anything. He's
I was gonna say,
looking
you
for
could have gone with a Volibear maybe, and then it would actually have a use. But
So, wait,
still,
oh,
Hextech
he had a third copy of Vi. He didn't sell correctly. He had 2 in the same shuffle. That's too bad. It happens. It's fine. It's not the end of the world.
Rachel Cho.
More HP. He's just using it for the double HP.
Yeah.
I think
How RNG is?
one of the most underrated things for a lot of
It makes
people
life.
is the double stats on spatula items.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So the double
Kind of
HP off
like-
that mallet, helping Evelyn live.
Yep.
Am I Cho? Oh, that's his Cho.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
that's
big
so
Cho.
much damage.
Rengar's items are back on though. Yeah, the Rengar got hit with Hextech, but they turned the items back on. Can he 2v1? Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
Very quick answer to that
Yeah,
question.
yeah, that's 3-star Rengar. That champ's incredible.
I'm a Vi.
I don't think level 2 Vi would have changed that. Rip.
The thing is, his Rengar doesn't have
I think
to
rolling there is never worth, by the way. It doesn't really matter, but
I feel like you get the roll and you lock, and then it's like you just get
yeah,
this one
but rolling and
roll
locking is the same as waiting for the round to flip over.
Yeah.
It's mathematically the same thing. It doesn't really matter. But you're essentially wasting 2 gold because their unrolling over is the same roll.
There's a K-pop you were talking about.
What
Let's
song is
go.
this?
I actually don't know.
What is the artist and song name? Do you know this, Kobe?
Jago?
CLC_ME. This is what I just read off the scroller.
Nice. All right.
Pretty fine.
All right, he turned off Rengar's items again, but they're back on. He doesn't get Cho ulted.
Okay.
Oh, Evelyn!
Win.
Oh, Castle should tank this, maybe.
No. Oh, he got the crit! Oh, he
wait,
got
you
the
have to watch out.
crit!
Was that a 700 damage crit, by the
got
way?
the
Oh my
crit.
gosh. That's so much damage.
Well done,
there it is.
Cassidon. Honors for Cassidon.
All right.
All right, we're switching teams.
This is basically final. I mean, basically next fight wins.
Короче, я знаю, как сделать. Если он сейчас не будет менять расстановку, мне надо их подвинуть вперед, чтобы одного чугата, точнее. По идее, он не будет доставать.
Yeah, trying to worry about the positioning here for your non-assassins. Trying to get that
Потому что
weaker
там
Cho'Gath
меньше,
to
чем 3 клетки,
Yep.
точнее.
soak first and get his ult off
Так
first.
лучше
He's
сделать.
playing Gnar just as Gnar. I guess it's wild. I guess,
Ну,
okay,
на
it's
первом
wild for
ряду,
Rengar, it's
чтобы
valuable.
как-
It's carry Rengar tier
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Брал, да.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Пайк,
tanked
кстати,
Hextech
тоже
pretty well.
брал.
that's
У меня хексаками.
Double Frozen Heart is on Rengar, though. Pike
Yeah.
got the stun.
Oh, he's
Cassius popped him!
The Sword of the Divine.
Sword of the
One of the
Divine,
most
Cassidy.
hated items in the game. Most hated item in
Oh
the game.
my.
Turns
Там
on,
одно
gets the
единственное,
crits.
чтобы я выиграл буквально.
Yeah.
And Rengar is down.
Pike was MVP for me, though, because he double Frozen Heart and then stunned him and then got back in range. That was so nice.
Yeah. I mean, Pike jump over Frozen Hearts is still really good.
Yep.
I mean, it was bugged when they first introduced it, so
Right, yeah.
everyone was spamming it, and as soon as they fixed it, a lot of people stopped, but it's still initially quite good.
here's a replay of the end of our other lobbies, which have already concluded.
Yo, instant Sword of the Divine?
All right. K3 Soju.
Big Pantheon stun, but doesn't take down the Rangers.
Yo, the Sword of the Divine on the Ash as well.
GG.
Yeah.
Second place.
Look at that.
Yeah. The item isn't actually very good, and it's going away next patch, but
Yeah. But if you get it lucky and you start at the beginning of the match, like
Yeah,
that, there
yeah.
you go.
1400 damage, void crits.
Delicious Milk taking down Raken.
Nice.
I think we're going to see a lot of the Void